Someone in your life did this to you to test your honesty and don't scroll, because this message is for you, and your heart needs this right now, especially because the universe is finally ready to reveal something you felt in your spirit but couldn't quite understand, something that left you wondering why a certain person acted strangely, pulled back suddenly, or questioned you in a way that didn't feel fair. And listen to this carefully, because Spirit is showing me this wasn't done out of cruelty or disrespect but out of fear, insecurity, and a deep spiritual need to understand your truth. And even though it felt confusing or painful in the moment, this test was divinely guided, aligned with your soul's evolution, and meant to expose the purity of your intentions in a way nothing else could. Don't scroll, because this message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, especially as I reveal that the person who tested you is someone spiritually connected to you, someone whose energy has been intertwined with yours on a deeper level than their actions might have shown, someone who carries a soulmate vibration, someone who cares about you more than they have admitted. And the universe allowed this test to happen because their heart needed proof. Not of your loyalty, but of their own worthiness, their own intuition, their own trust and love. Listen to this. They didn't test your honesty because they thought you were untrustworthy. They tested your honesty because they've been hurt before, betrayed before, abandoned before, and their spirit is so used to disappointment that when something real appeared, when you appeared, they didn't know how to receive it, and so they created distance, confusion, or challenges just to see if your heart would stay consistent even when circumstances became unclear. Don't scroll, this message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because the universe wants you to understand that you passed this test without even realizing it. Your energy remained pure, your intentions remained true, your honesty remained steady, and your spirit remained aligned even when you were confused, and this is exactly what awakened something powerful inside this person. Listen to this carefully. They have been seeing signs ever since. Angel numbers like 111 reminding them of a new beginning, 222 calling them to partnership and balance, 444 anchoring them in truth and stability, 555 warning them that change is needed, 717 confirming soulmate alignment, and every sign has been pointing them back to you, back to your energy, back to your truth, back to your heart. Don't scroll, because this message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because the universe is saying their guilt is rising, their clarity is sharpening, and their spirit is waking up to the realization that they misjudged you, not because you did anything wrong, but because they were projecting old wounds, old fears, old disappointments onto something new and pure, and now Spirit is pushing them to face the truth. You were honest, you were real, you were loyal, and they were the one who created the test. Listen to this. Their heart has been heavy lately, their mind has been restless, their soul has been feeling pulled toward you in moments they can't explain, and the more they try to ignore the connection, the louder Spirit speaks to them, sending synchronicities, memories, dreams, emotional waves, and intuitive nudges that they can't escape. Don't scroll, this message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because Spirit is saying they are reaching a breaking point, not of ending, but of awakening, the moment where the emotional tension becomes too strong to ignore, where their spirit can no longer hide behind pride, fear, or silence, and they are being divinely guided toward a revelation that will lead them straight to you. Listen to this carefully. They are beginning to understand that the test they created wasn't about you at all. It was about confirming their own fear of losing someone real, someone genuine, someone spiritually aligned, and Spirit is saying their next step will be unexpected, heartfelt, and vulnerable, because the universe is preparing them to confess something they've been holding in for far too long. Don't scroll, because this message is for you, and your heart needs this right now, because what's coming is not confrontation but clarity, not conflict but confession, not confusion but emotional revelation, and the universe wants you to know that this person is about to tell you why they acted the way they did, what they were thinking, what they were afraid of, and how deeply they felt the connection even when they pretended not to. Listen to this. Destiny is moving, energy is shifting, timelines are aligning, and the universe is pushing this connection into its next stage, a stage of honesty, healing, truth, and emotional depth, and Spirit is saying to prepare your heart, because this revelation is closer than you think, and it will change everything. Don't scroll, because this message is for you, and your heart needs this right now, especially as the universe begins revealing the second layer of truth behind what happened, a truth much deeper than you realized in the moment. And listen to this carefully, because Spirit is saying the test you went through wasn't just emotional, it was spiritual, karmic, and connected to a larger divine plan that has been unfolding in your life for months. Don't scroll, this message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because the person who tested you has been wrestling with their own inner battles, battles you were never meant to carry but somehow felt the weight of anyway. And the universe wants you to understand that their behavior wasn't a reflection of your worth, your character, or your intentions. It was a reflection of their fears, their triggers, and their past wounds that resurfaced the moment they felt something real with you. Listen to this. Spirit is showing me that this person has been haunted by old memories of betrayal, abandonment, and emotional loss, and the moment they sensed your honesty, your purity, your ability to love without hidden motives, their soul panicked, not because anything was wrong with you, but because everything about you felt right, maybe too right, and they weren't ready to trust something that felt unfamiliar in a world that had taught them to stay guarded. Don't scroll, this message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because the universe is saying that this test wasn't meant to hurt you. It was meant to reveal you, to show this person the rare kind of soul you carry, a soul that responds with truth instead of drama, grace instead of anger, authenticity instead of defensiveness, and even though they tried to pull back, question you, or observe you from a distance, your energy exposed their own fears and triggered their awakening. Listen to this carefully. After they tested you, they expected you to react like everyone else from their past, to argue, to get defensive, to lie, to withdraw, to give up, but you didn't. Instead, you showed consistency, loyalty, transparency, and emotional maturity, and this shook them to their core because it revealed a level of purity and honesty they didn't believe existed anymore. Don't scroll, this message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because Spirit is saying that your reaction became their revelation, the moment their soul began to see you differently, the moment they realized they misjudged someone who was actually sent into their life for divine purpose, not chaos. Listen to this, ever since that moment, they've been experiencing spiritual signs. Angel numbers like 333 reminding them of divine alignment, 808 signaling karmic cycles ending, 1010 pushing them toward emotional clarity, and 969 urging them to release old patterns, and these signs have been guiding them back toward you, urging them to face the truth they tried to avoid. Don't scroll, this message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because Spirit is saying they have been feeling increasingly guilty, increasingly aware, increasingly emotional about how they handle things, and their soul keeps pulling them toward you with a magnetic intensity they can't explain to anyone else. They've been overthinking whether they should come forward, whether they should confess, whether they should apologize, whether they should admit that they tested you because they were afraid of losing something real before they ever had it fully. Listen to this. Spirit is revealing that this person has been talking themselves in circles, trying to understand how someone like you came into their life at the exact moment they were spiritually unprepared, and yet, despite their confusion, their heart keeps returning to you like a compass returning to its true north. Don't scroll, this message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because the universe is saying their emotional walls are slowly collapsing, their pride is softening, their perspective is shifting, and they're beginning to understand that the only person they were protecting themselves from was themselves. Spirit says they now see your honesty, your loyalty, your sincerity as proof that you were never the threat, they were. Listen to this carefully. They've been feeling your absence more intensely than you know, not because you disappeared, but because your silence, your distance, or your emotional shift mirrored back the weight of their actions, and this mirror is forcing them into self-reflection deeper than anything they've faced before. Don't scroll, this message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because the universe is preparing you for a moment of emotional truth, a moment where this person steps forward with vulnerability they once resisted, a moment where they reveal why they tested you, what they were afraid of, and how deeply they actually feel. Spirit is saying their heart has been opening slowly, layer by layer, and they are beginning to realize that the universe brought you into their life not to test them, but to teach them, heal them, and align them with a love they've never experienced before. Listen to this, the test is over, the awakening has begun, and the next chapter of this connection will be built on honesty, vulnerability, and divine timing. Don't scroll, because this message is for you, and your heart needs this right now, because the breakthrough is coming, and it's coming straight toward you. Don't scroll, because this message is for you, and your heart needs this right now, especially as Spirit begins to reveal the deepest layer of truth behind what happened, the layer that explains not just what they did, but why they did it, and why the universe allowed it. Listen to this carefully. Everything you went through with this person was designed to activate a spiritual awakening in both of you, and even though their actions confused you, hurt you, or left you questioning your own value, the universe is saying none of it was a punishment, it was preparation. You've been feeling waves of emotion lately, moments of sudden clarity mixed with moments of sudden heaviness, and Spirit says these emotional shifts are happening because the energy between you and this person is transforming, their soul has begun facing the truth they once ran from, and you've been feeling their realizations in your own spirit. Don't scroll, this message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because Spirit is saying this person who tested you is now being tested themselves, and the universe is showing them the difference between illusion and truth, between temporary connections and spiritual bonds, between people who pretend and people who show up with authenticity, and your energy stands out louder than every voice in their life. Listen to this. They have been replaying everything that happened, moment by moment, reaction by reaction, and the more they think about it, the more they realize that you didn't just pass their test, you exposed their fear, their insecurity, their emotional walls, and their habit of sabotaging anything that feels too good to be real. Don't scroll, this message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because the universe is saying this person has been receiving back-to-back signs that are pushing them toward truth. Angel numbers like 555 and 000 during emotional shifts, 1111 during moments of longing, 1212 during their awakening, and 222 or 717 whenever they think of you, signaling alignment and spiritual partnership. These signs aren't random, they're divine nudges reminding them that you were never the threat. You were the blessing. Listen to this carefully. This person has been feeling a heavy pull in their chest, a weight that won't lift no matter how distracted they try to stay, and that weight is guilt mixed with realization, fear mixed with clarity, silence mixed with longing. They tried to test you, but now God, Spirit, and the universe are testing them, forcing them to confront the truth about you, the truth about the connection, and the truth about their own behavior. Don't scroll, this message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because Spirit says this test awakened them emotionally, spiritually, and energetically, and the awakening is only growing stronger. Their dreams have been filled with you, their intuition keeps circling back to you, and no matter who they talk to or what distractions they chase, their soul keeps returning to your energy because it recognizes you, recognizes your honesty, your purity, your patience, your sincerity. Listen to this. They are now realizing the universe placed you in their life exactly when they needed someone who understood them on a soul level, someone who could see their wounds without judging them, someone who could love with intention rather than games or manipulation. And even though they reacted from fear, even though they projected old pain onto you, even though they tested you in ways you didn't deserve, their soul is now waking up to the truth. It was never you they were afraid of, it was the feeling of being truly seen. Don't scroll, this message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because Spirit says their emotional walls are collapsing faster than they can rebuild them, and the universe is preparing them to step into a moment of truth that will change the entire direction of this connection. They have been thinking about reaching out, apologizing, explaining themselves, telling you things they never said before, but their fear of vulnerability has kept them silent, until now. Listen to this. The universe is guiding them toward a moment where they can no longer hide behind pride or distance, a moment where their heart speaks louder than their fear, a moment where the truth pours out not because they planned it but because their soul can't contain it anymore. Don't scroll, this message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because Spirit is saying the energy between you and this person is shifting toward communication, confession, and emotional clarity. The test is ending, the lesson is beginning, and you are about to see a version of this person that is more honest, more awakened, and more emotionally available than before. Listen to this. They now understand that your honesty was never in question. Your honesty was the mirror that revealed their doubt, their fear, and their unhealed wounds, and Spirit is guiding them back to you not to repeat old patterns but to repair them. Don't scroll, this message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because what's coming next is not silence, it's a breakthrough, and this breakthrough will carry the truth they've been holding inside, a truth the universe has been preparing you to hear. Don't scroll, because this message is for you, and your heart needs this right now, especially as the universe pulls back another layer of truth, one that explains what's happening inside this person at a deeper emotional and spiritual level, something they haven't said out loud but have been wrestling with in silence. Listen to this carefully. The guilt they feel is growing, not because they regret testing you, but because they now see clearly how deeply you cared, how genuinely you showed up, how honest your intentions were, and how unfair their assumptions or insecurities were, and Spirit is saying this realization is hitting them harder than they expected. Don't scroll, because this message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because Spirit is showing that the moment they saw your honesty shine through their test, something inside them cracked, and that crack was the beginning of their awakening. They began questioning themselves. Why did I doubt someone who showed me nothing but truth? Why was I afraid of someone who never gave me a reason to be afraid? And these questions have been echoing in their mind day and night, pulling them into emotional reflection they never allowed themselves to feel before. Listen to this. They have been replaying every detail, analyzing your words, your reactions, your energy, and the more they reflect, the more they realize that you responded with grace and authenticity in a situation where most people would have shut down, walked away, or matched their fear with fear. Don't scroll. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because Spirit is saying this person is beginning to understand that your soul is rare, your heart is genuine, and your truth is something they can trust, not because you told them, but because you proved it through your actions. And now, the universe is turning the mirror toward them, forcing them to confront their own emotional patterns, their own lack of trust, their own avoidance of vulnerability. Listen to this. Angel numbers have been following them, 212 when they think of you, 707 during emotional clarity, 333 during moments of deep reflection, 911 when they feel regret, 888 when they feel the pull to fix things, and each number is guiding them toward one message: you were the truth in a world full of illusions. Don't scroll, because this message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because the universe is revealing that their emotional walls are collapsing, and this collapse isn't chaotic. It's necessary, it's divinely guided, and it's leading them to a version of themselves that is finally ready for honesty, connection, and love. They've been feeling you energetically, your withdrawal, your healing, your shift into strength, and Spirit says this is what scares them the most. They sense you pulling away emotionally, and that fear is waking them up faster than anything else ever could. Listen to this carefully. Your absence, your silence, your emotional evolution is becoming the lesson they never expected but always needed, because now they're beginning to understand that they can't take your energy for granted, they can't test you forever, and they can't assume you'll always be there no matter how they behave. Don't scroll. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because Spirit is showing that this person is being guided into accountability, not the surface-level kind, but the deep, soul-level kind that forces them to see your worth and acknowledge their mistakes. They've been feeling emotional pressure, dreams that feel too real, sudden waves of missing you, moments where their heart aches with clarity, memories that pop up out of nowhere. And Spirit says these emotional waves are pushing them toward a moment where they can no longer deny the truth. You were honest, you were real, and they were the one who failed the test. Listen to this. They want to come forward, they want to talk, they want to explain, but they fear you've changed, that you've outgrown the version of you they once took for granted. That fear is creating urgency, spiritual pressure, and divine momentum, and the universe is orchestrating a moment where their truth breaks through their fear. Don't scroll. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because the universe is preparing you for a shift, a turning point, a breakthrough where this connection moves out of the test phase and into the truth phase. Spirit says this person is coming to terms with the fact that their test didn't prove anything about you. It revealed everything about them, and now they want to rewrite the narrative, fix the damage, and step into a more honest and emotionally mature version of themselves. Listen to this carefully. You were the mirror that exposed their wounds, you were the light that exposed their shadows, and you were the truth that exposed their fears, and now the universe is guiding them back to you with clarity, humility, and revelation. Don't scroll. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now, because what's coming next is not confusion, it's confession, and Spirit wants you to be emotionally ready for the truth they've been holding inside. Don't scroll, because this message is for you, and your heart needs this right now, especially as Spirit begins revealing the emotional shift happening inside this person who once tested you, because what they're feeling now is nothing like what they felt before, and listen to this carefully. The same test they used to measure your honesty has now become the lesson that's teaching them what honesty actually looks like, feels like, and requires, and the universe is saying this realization is hitting them in layers, slowly, deeply, and powerfully. Don't scroll, this message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because Spirit is showing that they are beginning to understand the gravity of their actions. Not just the test itself, but the meaning behind it, the reason it backfired, and the truth it forced them to face about themselves. They're starting to recognize that the test wasn't about catching you in a lie, it was about protecting themselves from pain, from disappointment, from another heartbreak that their soul didn't feel ready to face. Listen to this, your honesty exposed the fear behind their behavior, and that fear is something they've been trying to avoid for years. Fear of vulnerability, fear of emotional intimacy, fear of letting someone close enough to hurt them, and Spirit is saying your truth didn't just pass their test, it shattered it. Don't scroll, this message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because the universe is showing that after the test ended, something changed in them. They began noticing the absence of chaos in your energy, the purity of your intentions, the softness of your spirit, and the genuineness of your heart, and suddenly they found themselves comparing every person they interact with to the honesty you showed effortlessly. Listen to this carefully, they now realize they tested the wrong person. They pushed away someone who would have protected their heart, someone who would have supported their growth, someone who showed up with a level of authenticity their soul didn't believe existed anymore. And now Spirit says they're feeling something unexpected, regret mixed with longing, clarity mixed with fear, awakening mixed with sadness, and this emotional mix is what's pulling them closer to you, even if they're too scared to admit it yet. Don't scroll. This message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because Spirit is revealing that they've been experiencing spiritual pressure, unexplainable feelings, random waves of nostalgia, dreams of you that feel like messages, emotional flashbacks that hit them when they least expect it, and angel numbers like 222, 414, 909. And 1111 showing up every time they think about reaching out. These signs aren't random, they're divine reminders guiding them toward truth. Listen to this. They've been caught in a loop of what if questions. What if I misjudged them? What if I ruined something real? What if I pushed away the only genuine soul that crossed my path? What if they don't feel the same anymore? What if I come back and it's too late, and Spirit says these questions are becoming louder by the day, pushing them toward an emotional breakthrough. Don't scroll, this message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because the universe is placing them in situations that expose their loneliness, their overthinking, their emotional void, and suddenly they're realizing that the peace they felt with you was real, the connection was real, the sincerity was real, and no matter how they try to distract themselves, nothing replaces the feeling your energy brought them. Listen to this carefully. Their friends can't distract them, their routine can't numb them, their pride can't protect them, and their silence can't save them, because Spirit is breaking down every barrier they created to hide from their own truth. Their soul knows what their ego has been fighting. Don't scroll, this message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because Spirit says they are being guided into a moment of accountability, a moment where they finally see that their test didn't reveal your dishonesty. It revealed their weakness, their fear, their lack of emotional readiness, and their inability to trust something genuine when it was standing right in front of them. And now, the universe is showing them your absence in a way that feels heavier than they expected, like a quiet ache, a missing warmth, a missing reassurance, a missing presence they didn't appreciate when they had it. Listen to this. Their soul is waking up, and this awakening is pushing them toward a confession, a message, a moment of truth they've been avoiding, and Spirit wants you to understand that this moment won't come from pride, it will come from vulnerability. Don't scroll, this message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because the universe is saying you are entering the part of this journey where their guilt becomes transformation, where their silence becomes clarity, where their confusion becomes truth, and where their test becomes the very reason they return to you with honesty they didn't know how to offer before. Listen to this carefully. Their heart is preparing to speak, and their soul is preparing to admit what their mind has been avoiding, and the universe is guiding you toward a moment that will change everything. Don't scroll, because this message is for you, and your heart needs this right now, especially as Spirit begins revealing the inner storm happening inside this person. The same person who once tested you, doubted you, questioned you, and now finds themselves questioning their own actions more deeply than ever before. Listen to this carefully. They are entering the stage where the universe is no longer letting them hide from themselves, where every suppressed emotion is rising to the surface, where every unspoken truth is echoing louder, and where every feeling they tried to bury is becoming impossible to ignore. Don't scroll, this message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because Spirit says this person is becoming overwhelmed by their own realizations, the realization that they misjudged someone who was sincere, that they tested someone who was genuine, and that they pushed away someone who actually carried pure intentions toward them. This truth is weighing on their spirit, and the universe is making sure they feel every inch of it, not as punishment but as transformation. Listen to this. Their mind has been restless, their heart has been heavy, and their spirit has been unsettled, because they are finally seeing how their fear sabotaged something that was meant to grow, something rare, something guided, and something spiritually aligned. Don't scroll, this message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because Spirit is showing that this awakening is not gentle, it's intense, emotional, and divinely timed. They've been having dreams about you that feel too real to ignore, moments where your face, your voice, or your presence shows up in ways that feel like messages from the universe, and these dreams are forcing them to confront what they've been avoiding. Listen to this carefully, the universe is amplifying their intuition, pushing them into emotional clarity, showing them synchronicities. Angel numbers like 411 when they think of apologizing, 616 when they feel regret, 1010 when they feel the pull to transform, and 1221 when the universe wants them to know the connection is mirroring spiritual growth, and every sign is pointing directly back to you. Don't scroll, this message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because their guilt is turning into longing, and their longing is turning into action, and Spirit says this shift is no longer subtle. It's intense. It's undeniable. It's shaking them awake. They find themselves missing you at the most random times, while driving, while cooking, while staring at their phone, while lying awake at night, and this missing feeling isn't sentimental, it's spiritual, it's their soul recognizing the gap their ego created. Listen to this, they're beginning to understand that your honesty wasn't just rare. It was sacred, and the universe is now reminding them of that truth through memories that won't fade, emotions that won't calm, and signs that won't stop. Don't scroll, this message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because Spirit says they're realizing something they never expected, that losing access to your energy feels heavier than losing any relationship from their past, because your presence wasn't temporary, it was destiny-driven, divinely placed, spiritually aligned. And now that they feel the shift in your energy, your strength, your independence, your silence, they're terrified that the universe might not give them another chance, terrified that their test may have cost them a connection their soul wasn't ready to lose. Listen to this carefully. Their spirit is wrestling with the fear of coming forward and the fear of staying silent, and both fears are drowning them, pushing them into a point of emotional surrender where vulnerability becomes the only option. Don't scroll, this message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because Spirit is showing that the universe is aligning circumstances that are forcing them to confront the truth head-on. Conversations that remind them of you, people who bring up your name, songs that trigger memories, moments that feel like déjà vu, and dreams that reveal their unsaid emotions. Each sign is breaking down another layer of resistance. Listen to this, the emotional test they gave you has now become the spiritual test they must pass, and this time the universe is watching how they handle truth, honesty, and vulnerability. Their heart chakra is opening, slowly but powerfully, and their intuition is guiding them toward a conclusion they can't escape. You were genuine, you were loyal, you were honest, and they were wrong to question it. Don't scroll, this message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because the universe is saying they are preparing to step into a moment of honesty they've never shown before, a moment where they will reveal the truth behind their actions, behind their test, behind their fears, and behind the emotions they've kept hidden from you. This moment will not be random, it will be divinely timed, spiritually aligned, and emotionally profound. Listen to this carefully. The next time this person comes toward you, it won't be out of ego, pride, or control. It will be out of surrender, clarity, and genuine emotion. Don't scroll, because this message is for you, and your heart needs this right now, because the breakthrough you've been sensing is closer than you think, and Spirit is preparing you for the truth that's finally ready to surface. Don't scroll, because this message is for you, and your heart needs this right now, especially as we step into the final layer of this divine revelation, the moment where everything comes full circle, the moment where Spirit shows you why you were guided to this message at this exact time, in this exact emotional state, with this exact person still lingering in your energy. Listen to this carefully, everything you've been feeling. Every intuitive nudge, every emotional wave, every late-night heaviness, every sudden thought of them, every angel number flashing in front of you, is happening because the universe is preparing you for a breakthrough that is not only emotional, but destined, necessary, and divinely aligned. Don't scroll, this message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because Spirit says the person who tested you, doubted you, and questioned your honesty is now facing the biggest realization of their life, realizing that the very person they pushed away is the one who carried the truth their soul was searching for. They thought they were testing your honesty, but the universe was actually testing their readiness for real love, real connection, real vulnerability, and now they're finally understanding that the test wasn't about proving you wrong, it was about awakening them. Listen to this, their soul is exhausted from running, their heart is tired of pretending, their mind is overwhelmed with memories of you, and their spirit is finally surrendering to the truth that has always been there. Your energy is irreplaceable, your honesty was pure, your intentions were real, and your presence was the one thing in their life that didn't come with hidden motives or emotional games. Don't scroll, this message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because Spirit is showing that they are on the verge of breaking their silence, on the verge of confessing everything, on the verge of explaining what they did, why they did it, and how deeply they regret the distance that test created. And listen, this isn't just emotional reflection, this is spiritual pressure, the kind that pushes someone to confront their shadow, their fears, their pride, and their mistakes. They've been feeling synchronicities everywhere, angel numbers like 1212 and 222 reminding them of alignment, 808 pointing them toward karmic healing, 144 urging them to take responsibility, and 555 forcing them into emotional change, and each sign is guiding them toward truth, toward reconciliation, toward you. Don't scroll, this message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because the universe is orchestrating something that may feel shocking, unexpected, overwhelming, but deeply healing, a moment where their heart finally speaks louder than their ego. Listen to this carefully. They know they caused pain, they know they created confusion, they know they questioned someone who showed nothing but sincerity, and the weight of that realization is pushing them toward a moment of truth where the universe will no longer allow them to stay silent. This isn't just guilt, it's awakening. It's clarity. It's soul recognition. Their heart is beginning to understand that they didn't just test you. They tested the future they were meant to build with you, and now they're terrified that their test may have cost them the blessing the universe hand-delivered to them. Don't scroll, this message is for you, your heart needs this right now, because Spirit says they're not just feeling sorry, they're feeling called, pulled, spiritually summoned to come forward with honesty, vulnerability, and emotional truth. They've been imagining conversations with you, playing out scenarios in their mind where they finally explain what happened, where they admit the emotions they kept hidden, where they tell you how deeply they felt the connection even when they pretended not to. Listen to this carefully, they're preparing to open up about everything. The trust issues, the fear of being hurt again, the walls they built, the doubts that weren't about you but about their own worthiness, their own wounds, their own fear of losing someone real. Don't scroll, because this message is for you, and your heart needs this right now, because Spirit says the ending of this story is not separation, it's transformation, reconciliation, and emotional truth. You weren't tested to be broken, you were tested to be revealed. Your honesty wasn't ignored. It was absorbed. Your sincerity wasn't wasted, it was witnessed. And the universe is aligning a moment where they will finally tell you everything they never had the courage to say before. Listen to this, what's coming is not accidental, it's destined, divinely guided, and spiritually necessary. The truth is rising. The confession is forming. The breakthrough is aligning. Don't scroll, because the moment you've been sensing in your spirit is closer than you think, and Spirit is preparing you to receive the truth that will change everything.